Unsettled souls. Welcome to the correct views of 12 days of Trump. Day 12 is underway. For those of you that have noticed, I wanted to get these all fit in before the election. That does leave us one day as in 24-hour period because of when we're posting these for the different time zones. That's going to leave us open one day ahead. So I will, in fact, be posting prior to when I go and vote tomorrow morning, about 24 hours from now. It won't be part of the 12 days of Trump, but I will be doing it. The other thing is, this is now low def. I'm using Christelle's camera and seeing if that helps with some of the sound issues that some people have told me have come up. Let me know. Again, hopefully this will solve most of those. Still need a better camera, but it's better than I had. Washington Post. This is the big story, of course, what everybody's talking about today. This actually broke while I was on the air with D-Lake for Prez on the Media Speaks Sunday edition, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The FBI email investigation yields little but criticism. Now, what the FBI is expecting us to believe is that they went through 650,000 emails in the less than 2 weeks that it has been since they reopened the case on Mrs. Clinton. If you believe that, I think that's a little strange, but we'll go with it. The Washington Post. From the moment they secured a warrant, dozens of FBI agents worked night and day to analyze a trove of messages that they thought might help advance their probe into Hillary's use of private email server, according to the senior law enforcement officer. The pressure was intense. Yeah, I bet it was. They've been saying, Nichols, for one, on the Alex Jones show, was saying they pretty much told Comey that if Hillary were to win this and he doesn't drop this, she would have him destroyed. So it looks like he capitulated in the worst way, put the knife in the back of the American people while generals go to prison for doing far less. Less than 2 weeks before the election that the Bureau's work had resumed, igniting a firestorm of criticism that his revelation had affected the election. The agents' work at first seemed endless. They had to use special software to sift through 650,000 emails. So they're hoping that they found a certain a catchword or privacy word that they were looking for inside of the email server. Because if they didn't, well, then it looks like they're just going to get away with it. And here's what I said to David Lake. And I've got listeners here on low def, high def, you'll be up later. Let me ask you something. Go ahead and leave on my comment line. I got all kinds of people jumping in. I'll believe that Hillary is innocent when you show me the emails that were so private that they could not be given to Congress. Remember that? Remember that? It was an email so private that it couldn't even be read aloud during the investigation. Okay. If she's got nothing to hide, then I want to know what that email said. And if you can't tell me because I don't have classified clearance, then she must have said something significantly wrong. Anybody with me on that? On Sunday, just 2 days before the election, sellout Comey announced that the team had news to share. And after reviewing all of the communications that were to and from Hillary Clinton while she was Secretary of Hate, he wrote, investigators had not changed their conclusion. The messages the U.S. officials familiar with the case said were either personal or duplicative of those found earlier in the investigation. The recommendation marked the culmination of 10 days of the Bureau. It was nightmarish. Let me tell you what's nightmarish. What's nightmarish to me is that we're taking somebody who did something far more than people who don't have the stature that she does have done, and they are in prison and their careers are ruined. So you've got the FBI director claiming that they went through 650,000 emails in 10 days. Do you believe that? Because I don't. Republicans have wisely questioned, I would say, whether the FBI agents were thorough and aggressive enough. And Democrats have said that Comey was wrong to offer so much public detail on the findings. Yeah, there's a lot of public detail they can't give because it was so unbelievably classified. After a full briefing on October the 27th, Comey chose the former, which was, should he update Congress or should he go ahead and let the Clintons know? He chose to let the Clintons know. Learned the existence of emails that appear to be pertinent to the investigation. And in 10 days, they decided, well, look at that. It's amazing that it's not. Now, if you don't find that unusual, then you simply don't understand anything about history or the way that criminal investigations with the FBI go. They go on and on and on. They can take years. Clinton wanted this summed up. Now, there's a lot of people that said that that's because Clinton is knowing that this election is going to be thrown to Trump. They're doing everything they can to make this happen. And there's a real good chance that Comey was simply trying to cover himself by doing this. But he'll forever, his career is forever tarnished in the minds of the populace. We know what he has done to us. Two more stories to get here, too. Criminal President Obama encourages illegal aliens to vote, promises no repercussions. Now, at first you're going to say, no, what he is saying is if you are voting, then you are an American citizen. No, that's not what he's saying, and context is everything here, and I'll explain that to you what I mean. First of all, he's talking to this strumpet who is a illegal alien who flaunts the fact. She should be thrown out of the country, not interviewing the president. Second of all, he says that in the context of illegal immigration, she asked him a question about illegal immigration, and his answer was that you will not be thrown out of the country if you are an illegal immigrant and you are caught voting in a state that allows you to vote with only your driver's license, by the way, is the way that that happens. So let's take a good look at this here. When readers first sent us this, we thought there was no way, the Gateway pundit said, not even Obama would be this lawless. But they were wrong. Barack Obama openly called for illegal aliens to vote in Tuesday's election. The whole administration is lawless. They lie at every turn. They lied about Obamacare to get it passed. They lied about Benghazi. They lied about Hillary's private server. And now they're calling on illegals to vote. This is from Neil Cavuto. All right, friends, listen to it. Go ahead and listen.
Of the millennials, dreamers, undocumented citizens, and I call them citizens because they contribute to this country, are fearful of voting. So if I vote, will immigration know where I live? Will they come for my family and deport us?
Not true.
Not true. They will not. It froze up always when I'm trying to stream something. That's okay. I got to comment on it anywhere. YouTube will strike me. What he's saying is, in context, to answer her questions, no, we're not going to harass you. We're not going to bother you. We're just going to let you mosey on into the country and vote, as if there's absolutely nothing wrong in the whole world with that notion.
The reason is, first of all,
nice player. Anyway, what he's saying is that if you are illegal and you vote, you will not face any repercussions. Now, if you don't think that there's something wrong with that, then let me ask you something. Can you go to Venezuela and vote? Would they be okay with that? Or would they call you a stupid gringo and tell you to go back to your own country? It's not about the color of someone's skin. If you're not supposed to be here, if you don't know something about the country, and if you are not here legally, then you don't get to do something that implies that many laws in the future direction of the country is going to be decided because you are not a citizen of the country. This is a
millennials, dreamers, undocumented citizens, and I call them citizens because they contribute to this country, are fearful of voting. So if I vote, will immigration know where I live? Will they come for my family?
Will they come for my family? They should come for your family. Because you're voting in an election in a country that you're not a citizen in. Oh, I'm going to just skip it. But you can find it here. It's on Gateway Pundit. Fortunately, I'm running two cameras right now, so it'll be on the high def. what he's saying on Neil Cavuto here is that he will not come out against illegal.
The reason is, first of all...
Oh, this is annoying. All right, he says the reason that he's not going to come out against it is because we have laws in here that are inclusive.
When you vote,
you are a citizen. Well, that might not be the case.
you are a citizen yourself, and there is not a situation where the voting rolls somehow are transferred over and people start investigating, etc. The sanctity of the vote is strictly confidential.
I can't believe I heard what I heard. The president's even questioning whether the person who is an illegal is voting, outside of reminding people that if you're a citizen, you vote, but it's very clear that the question is being asked was about illegals voting and afraid that they might be reported to border security. You're illegal. You cannot vote. And the President of the United States is saying, don't worry, no one will be spying on capturing you.
Now, you don't find a problem with that, people? There's nothing unusual about that to you, because if you don't think that's, if you think it's racist, if you think, oh, it's racist to be against that, then do me a favor. Go ahead and try to vote in Venezuela. Go ahead and try to vote in Mexico. See how well that goes for you. See if they're more understanding. DUMBDEE of the day! Oh yes, it's the 12 days of Trump. Gonna windy it up with some DUMBDEE of the day. Brought to you by Sticker Junkie. Make sure you're getting your stickers made at Sticker Junkie. You'll be glad that you did. Again, right here, screen sharing it for all to see. New York Post. Clinton directed her maid to print out classified materials. Yeah, because we all know that you're allowed to look at classified materials if you have managed to make it to the status of maid for Hillary Clinton. This is the people. This is the person, I should say, that wants you to trust her with the security of things like the nuclear war codes, what you need to be able to launch a nuclear war. We can trust this idiot. As Secretary of State, this is from the New York Post, Hillary Clinton routinely asked her maid to print out sensitive government emails and documents, including ones containing classified information from her house in Washington, D.C. Emails and FBI memos show, but the housekeeper lacked the security clearance to handle such material. This DUMBDEE of the day could also go to Comey, who didn't find this to be alarming at all. In fact, Marina, even though Huma Aberdeen warned her in April, Marina Santos was called so frequently to receive emails that she may hold secrets to Emailgate. If only the FBI and Congress would subpoena her and the equipment that she used. Clinton, it says, entrusted far more than care to her D.C. residence, known as Whitehaven, to Santos. She expected the Filipino immigrant to handle the state secrets, further opening the Democratic presidential nominee to criticism that she played fast and loose with national security. You don't think it's odd that the maid would be handling this? Clinton first received highly sensitive emails from the top aides at the State Department, and then request that they in turn forward the messages and any attached documents to Santos to print out for her at home. Oh yeah, because nothing could ever happen there. Now, look at her. She looks like you could never just, go down the street and steal her bag and torture her for information, which is the kind of things Clinton opened this poor woman up to, among other things. Clinton requested Santos print out drafts of her speeches, confidential memos, and call sheets, background information, talking points prepared for the Secretary of State in advance of a phone call with a foreign head of state. PLS and Marina to print for me, I am, Clinton emailed to top aide Huma Aberdeen, Mr. Weiner, his wife, regarding a redacted 2011 message marked sensitive but unclassified. In a classified 2012 email dealing with the new president of Malawi, another Clinton aide, Monica Hanley, advised Clinton, we can ask Marina to print this. Yeah, why not? Revisions in the Iran points was the subject line of the classified April 2012 email, classified from Hanley. In it, Marina is trying to print for you. Oh, isn't that great? You can trust the Maid with secrets that have to do with nuclear technology in Iran. She was also with highly secure room called the SCIF Sensitive Compartmented Information Facility that diplomatic security agents set up Whitehaven, according to FBI notes with an interview from Aberdeen. From within the SCIF, Santos, who had no clearance, zero, as much as you and I do, collected documents from the secure facsimile machine for Clinton, the FBI revealed. Of course, there's nothing to see here, they said, move on. A 2012 sensitive but unclassified email from Hanley to Clinton refers to a fax that the staff wanted Clinton to see before your Netanyahu meeting. Marina were grabbed for you. In other words, she's grabbing things about Israel and regarding the way we talk to other countries. A Maid? According to a 2010 profile in the Philippine Star, close friend Verondin Jordan recommended Santos to the Clintons after she worked part-time for him. He was quoted as describing Santos as a wonderful woman who runs our home in Washington, without whom Hillary would not be able to serve as Secretary of State. So that means that you can go ahead and trust her with classified material and not face any significant problems from the FBI. That, and everything I've given you in the last 12 days, can you honestly say that you're going to vote for Hillary Clinton? Can you? Because if you can, I'm telling you there's something wrong with you. You don't love your country. Okay, we've got facts here going all the way back, all 12 days. Look at them. Make sure you see the Halloween one. That was priceless. Our winning prediction talks about how they were skewing the prediction results about how he was going to win to destroy his voting base, their enthusiasm. Facts about Islam, voter fraud, why not Clinton, 4 Trump plans laid out along with a stage story from myself, 650,000 reasons against Clinton. That would be the emails that we talked about. New Deal for Black America. We've also got here the Clinton falls in the polls. We've got the independent vote and the Farrakhan vote going towards Donald Trump. We've got spirit cooking and Satanism in the Clinton camp. We've got Jay-Z and the anti-woman-hating Beyonce, who sings about the most despicable things ever, and yet Donald Trump gets upset when they talk about Puttygate. Now, of course, I should say the media gets upset about Trump. And then we covered just yesterday the Obama revolt. We covered more polls. We covered the fact that only 3 people showed up for Tim Kaine. Let's face it, Hillary Clinton's health ain't all that great, so are you that excited about a Tim Kaine presidency? Because we could be seeing it. That's your 12 days of Trump, friends. I'm going to be going ahead and, of course, posting tomorrow before I vote. That sticker there, if you want that one, I can make sure we get it to you. It's autographed. We'd love you to have one. We've got the other one, too, the Stop Hillary. I don't know where it is, but we'll get them to you. They're autographed. The correct views at hotmail.com. Let me know that you want one. You can also donate to that from PayPal. The correct views at hotmail.com. Every penny you give towards us goes towards a better show. Thank you, friends, for listening. And I'm running 2 cameras now, so that glitch that somebody stayed with me through, that's awesome. Make sure that's the nude facts, friends. Make sure you go ahead and support the show. You can do so through PayPal. It's a huge help. Good night, friends. God bless.